Hey, what's up guys? My name is Dexter and I'm a filmmaker and photographer out of New Jersey. This month, I really dedicated to taking a step back and just preparing myself for 2021. And I made sure that I put some plans in place to shoot some passion projects. So I ended up buying the Sony a7S III, but then I realized really what I needed was a cinema camera to take my production level up a notch. I'm ready to do bigger projects, bigger commercials, work with a crew. A good tip for when you're going to buy a camera is to write down exactly what you're looking for. Because a lot of times you can fall into the hype of a camera. You can see other filmmakers reacting to it. You can see their footage and you just get excited and totally forget the reason why you were thinking to get another one or preferring to get another one. There's something about the FX6 image quality that I really like compared to the a7S III. That was all the footage that I was able to capture in the 1 week that I had the FX6. I tried my best to use it as much as possible and I definitely enjoyed it. I did not want to send it back. It's not the best looking camera, but I gotta say the ergonomics definitely have won me over. For this price point at $6,000, the image quality that you're getting from this camera is insane compared to these bigger and more expensive camera companies. You will not be disappointed. The camera is just missing a few things. So if image quality is all that you care about, I definitely say get this camera. It was definitely an easy camera to learn how to use. I've never used a Sony FX camera before. I've used a lot of their other cameras. So, I stayed up the night before to learn it and I had no issues finding everything I needed to make the camera perform and give me what I was looking for. All of the controls on the body of the camera definitely help with that. Little things like the record button turning red, I enjoyed that. The camera has 2 card slots. I was using the ProGrade V90 cards and I had no issues whatsoever. I love the size of this camera. It's very small and very light. At the same time, you can definitely build it up and rig it up into something that looks more production ready. The little touch screen was cool, but I ended up using my Atomos Ninja so I can view and make sure that I'm in focus. And I used the little screen to control the camera to see my settings, battery life, and my histogram. At one point we decided to switch over to autofocus for one of the scenes, and I gotta say the camera definitely was struggling with autofocus to the point I had to tell the DP to switch to manual because I wanted to make sure that we got what we needed. I'm not sure if it was because the MC11 just doesn't work well with the FX6 yet. Could definitely be user error because I only had this camera for a few days. So it's a little too soon to tell, but I definitely think it struggles a bit using the MC11 and it performs better with the Sony lenses, of course. Now for post-production, using XML files is new to me. So at first I was a little confused as to how I was going to edit. And then I discovered the Catalyst Browse software. This software allows you to view your files, it allows you to change your file settings, your raw options, and export into a format for editing. This camera definitely fits well on the DJI gimbal. The only issue that I was having is when you're using a bigger battery, which was the only battery that I had available to me, the camera could not fit properly on my gimbal. I had to kind of angle the camera down to prevent the back of the battery from hitting the back motor. I know if I had a smaller battery that this wouldn't be an issue. as well as I think the issue is the plate on the DJI RS2 gimbal. That little plate, or the little adapter that sits on top of it, kind of limits you. So I ordered a new plate right away that you can get from Small Rig, and I think that should allow for more flexibility when trying to balance bigger cameras on this gimbal. But overall, I love the FX6. I definitely will be ordering one. I hope that this video was helpful, and if it wasn't anyway, leave a like, subscribe, and see you on the next one.